Hey everybody, it is Burns. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my cottage kitchen. Today we are going to be making HealAll tea. Dr. Morse has this incredible tea for us that is really so powerful at helping us heal our body, detoxify our body from all of the incredible toxins that we have eaten over the course of our lives and the toxins from our lifestyle and just from living on this planet, right? We are so toxic. So many of us, I am so aware, are out here suffering and looking for a solution. And here at the Real Juicy Detox, we have been working together beautifully to heal our bodies and to look at really powerful ways that our diet affects our state of being in our body, no matter what you are suffering from. We've done so many powerful classes where we've learned all about the detox process. And we've done this class before where I have made the HealAll tea using locally sourced herbs. I've got mine all lined up here on the counter. Locally sourced herbs when you do not have access to Dr. Morse's formulas. And what is beautiful about what we are doing here today, making this tea, is I'm going to show you exactly how to get the ingredients from Dr. Morse's website and easily make a really good educated guess at the ratio that you should use for that herb so that you make this beautiful tea. And he and his staff have instructed me directly on how to do this, what this process is. So today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how you can take any Dr. Morse herbal formula, whether it is a tea format or whether it is in tincture format or in capsules. You can look at the ingredient list and break it down just like he has done for us. So you might have it slightly different ratios than maybe what Dr. Morse used or maybe what I'm using. But doing this, you can take any formulation and make it into a beautiful tea because, you know, there's nothing like a good cup of tea. Am I right? Come on now. I'm actually drinking a tea that I made, a blend that I made last night. And if you want to stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to reveal what it is. And you're going to be shocked when you hear what I am drinking. I'm not even kidding you. But last night when I was, last night when I was preparing this tea for Dali, I was going through the list of benefits, just like I'm also going to show you guys today. I'm going to take you through and show you each herb that is in the formulation. I do apologize. Detox is always fun. There's always something coming up to get released in the body, and I love it. So I apologize for my little detox symptoms in the middle of class here. But what was I saying? As I was going through and writing out all of the herbs and all of the benefits to really understand what we're having with our tea, to keep us inspired and motivated to keep drinking our tea, to keep supporting our body as it's healing, right? It's good to know what those ingredients benefits are, because so often we're just used to just taking whatever somebody prescribes us, right, or recommends for you, and not really doing the research that we need to do to really educate ourselves about what we're doing with our healing, why we're doing it, why we're taking these things, what these things do in our bodies, right? Because we've been kind of conditioned to just trust that everything that's given to us in the form of food and medicine and vaccinations, everything, we are just, you know, a lot of us are just asleep in the program. We're unaware of what we're putting into ourselves. So this awareness and this education is a critical part of your healing from everything that you seek healing from, whether that is a processed food addiction, which I just recently learned about and completely have gotten the point that, oh my gosh, I have been poisoned my entire life by the food that we've been given. So, you know, whether it's that or whether it is the acidosis that builds up in your body by the toxic acid ash that's left behind when we eat acid forming foods. You guys know that is my strong slant when I teach to you guys, because I want us to understand how we can take this beautiful, raw, mainly fruit, species-specific diet, because we are humans, and as a species, we are frugivores. The Homo sapien is a frugivore species, but we've gotten so far away from that practice and that knowing and that doing that we have all of these incredible diseases in our bodies. And this is a perfect way to amplify your healing. I'm not selling you anything. You get your herbs where you get, you walk down the street and you've got an herbal store in your neighborhood selling herbs. You go in there and you can get your own herbs. I'm not marketing anything. I don't stand to gain from this, sharing this information. And also, this is information that Dr. Morse wants you to have. He's told me he wants you, as many of us out here as possible, to harness the incredible power and healing of herbs in our body, or herbs as I say it. So today's class is going to be super helpful for anybody who is, if you're in any kind of pain, if you've had a catastrophic diagnosis, if you're dealing with anxiety, depression. Our food and the way that it is, the toxins in our food are trapped deep into our cells, affects all of these functionings of our bodies, right? It's not just that it's some mental thing, even though it's happening in the mind and we think that a lot of these things are mental things. It's actually physiologically driven, chemically driven in our bodies. So let me say hello to the class members. I am so glad that you guys are all here. It has been a hot minute since I've taught a live class. We've been moving into the cottage here, and, still in my groove of doing my juicy thing and my detox healing thing. And I was about to make some new HealAll tea. And I was like, you know what? I should do this with the class. I think the class would really, really enjoy seeing this again. The last time that we did this, we made it with 5 or 6 ingredients. This time we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ingredients. It's based on his new formulation for the tea. And I want to really thank you guys for your patience. I wanted to come to start this class at 1 o'clock and forgot the fact that I needed to do the whiteboard slides for it, because you know how I love to teach. I love putting up the information on the side of the class in a whiteboard format. If you're brand new to my teachings and Dr. Morse's teachings and my channel, you probably don't know that this is how I like to teach my classes. So today I was busy since I woke up this morning. It is now 4:46, and I've been working all day to get the new slides ready so that you guys can screen capture them. And I will also have them as downloadable files on my new website, which I am also working on to get ready for you guys, so that you have all the resources that I have used to heal myself and to help other people heal. You know who you are in the class. By the way, if any of this stuff resonates with you, and if you have experienced any kind of improvement in your health, drop it in the comments. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I come back and I look at all the new comments, all the live comments I put up here on the screen, so that I know that you know that I've seen you, and we have our little chat. And I was, as a result, I was late. I said that I wanted to come at 1 o'clock, and now here it is, almost 4:45. But I gotta pay attention to my flow of energy as it's coming through me. And the slides that I've gotten ready, I think there were like 35. I got 37 slides for you guys. And included in that, you want to screenshot this now. If you want to just cut to the chase, Burn, just give me the recipe. I got to go. Here it is. Here it is. This is what I've been working on all day for you guys. One of the 37 slides. So go ahead and screenshot that, because I know sometimes these videos can take a little time and they can seem very long. And people sometimes are like, I don't have time to watch a whole video. And I totally get it. Sometimes I'm super busy too. And I'm like, just cut to the chase. Where's the recipe? So here it is. Here it is for you. This will also be uploaded in the Real Juicy Detox Facebook group, which I will update in the description of this video, where we come together as a community to love on each other, to support each other, to let each other know that we're not alone, and to get the right information, to get the truth. Healing from the toxicity in our system is, I just realized I didn't plug in my phone to my hardwire. I'm sorry. Healing from toxicity is all about a multiple dimensional kind of approach to your healing. It's not just enough to know about the, the effects of acid food and alkaline food. How do you put that into practice as a lifestyle, as a sustainable lifestyle, right? It takes an awareness of all of the foods that we are triggered to consume and have been poisoned by, all the processed foods, all of the fake food that the meat industry and the dairy industry want us to consume, that's pumped full of all kinds of toxic crap, antibiotics, growth hormones. We are not a species that is meant to eat meat. You know how you can tell, by the way? When you see, let's say, a dead animal, roadkill on the side of the road, do you start salivating? Do you get the urge to stop the car immediately and go and eat dinner on the side of the road? Or maybe think about, let's switch that, because that's like a gross thought. I get it. But sometimes we need a little shock value to kind of penetrate the trance that we're in when we are trying to, when we're making this such a big struggle. Like, that is because we're in a trance-like state. And we have to do more to break that trance in order to penetrate the subconscious mind, where all of this programming is driving the show. 95%, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, 95% of our actions are under the control of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, on a subconscious level, on a below the surface level. So I am really excited to bring this information to you guys, and I do apologize for me being late, but here I am. I was in my flow, baby. Got some great slides for you guys today. Kristen is here, just sat down. Kristen, just sat down with a big bowl of mangoes and bananas. Awesome. Get your fruit in. We are human frugivores. And this is not a deprivation protocol. You have to eat a lot of food when you do this because our bodies need it. I don't think I need my iPad for class today. I had it on and then it's shut off, and then it's going to mess up my thing. We need a large quantity of fruit for detoxification. Like, we are so lymphatically stagnant on a deep cellular level, on an individual cellular level. Hundreds of trillions of cells are stagnant and need cleaning out. And it is going to take a lot of fruit to do that. And the fear of high sugar fruits and too much carbohydrates and all of this stuff, we have got to release some of these old notions that we somehow have seemed to adapt into our life as if it's truth. And it's not. I want to pull up one of my favorite memes for you guys. Here we go. Look at this. I love this. We need to let go of what we think we know. We really do. We might know a lot in one area, but that doesn't mean we know a lot in all the areas. Like, you always have to stay open to learning more and discovering what people are doing, right? And we are in this messed up vibration and misunderstanding about what fruits do when we consume them and what other foods do when we consume them. The effect on our bodies is real. We are all experiencing it. They're toxic. They're pumped full of chemicals. I'm going to share it on my Facebook profile after this live because it's so pertinent. I just saw Russell Brand talking about the latest story in the news on the levels of arsenic and mercury in baby food, organic baby food at that. Right? We've been poisoned since birth. We've been in utero, in mothers' bellies who were being poisoned, not as much as they are now. Like they're really upping the ante, right? But having this beautiful multidimensional approach to break through some of those misunderstandings and false lies about food is so important. So I'm really glad that you are here and that you are enjoying those beautiful fruits. Oh my gosh, our house is filled with fruits. Paula is here. You rock, says Paula. You rock, Paula. I love you. How are you doing? So glad that you are here. Thank you so much for waiting for me, by the way. Hey, Anne-Marie. Oh, wow. Look at your new profile picture, Anne-Marie. I know I've been watching you doing your saunas and doing your program. And listen, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're doing this every single day, one step at a time. Barry is here. How are you, my love? Oh my God, it's so good to see you and be here. I'm so glad that you are here. And one of the reasons why I'm just going to really take my time through this class is because I really recognize how important it is to have something to focus directly on for a sustained period of time that is in alignment with what you are trying to do as you get your health back, right? There is this kind of, at times I feel it. I'm not going to lie. I feel like, oh my God, I have to hurry up and make a short video because, the YouTube algorithm and people won't watch all the way through and all these crazy things in my head, right? Because that's how the burns is. I overthink sometimes. I really recognize that the time that we have spent on YouTube and Facebook Live so far during this process since October, I think I've done over 400 live videos with you guys. And some of them were 6 hours long. And I know and remember those classes, every single one of them. And I completely understand that we need a place where we can come. And this is why I started the lives in the first place, right? We need a place where we can come, where we can focus on our goal and focus on what it takes to make this a lifestyle with other people who are really supportive and have our backs. And I love that you guys have been here. And if you guys are not in our Facebook group as yet, like seriously, you are missing out. It is not like any other group out there, at least that I have found so far. Oh, there's one other one that I've found so far. I'll tell you about that group a little bit later on. I have a surprise guest who I'm going to be having on in class who, so stay tuned for that news because that is coming. I'm so glad to see you here as well, Barry. How are you doing? Melvina is here. Hi, Burns and all class members. Hello, Melvina. Sharon is here. Hi, Sharon. Hey, where'd you get that t-shirt, man? You're holding out on me. Sharon had a really cute t-shirt on a post this week, I think, a couple of days ago. And it said, did it say fresh? I can't even remember, but it had a watermelon on it. And I'm like, I need that in my life, Sharon. You're holding out. Come on. Give me the goods. Where'd you get it? Hello, Rockstar is here. Hello, everyone. Just ordered 3 bottles of HealAll tea capsules. They're back in stock. Awesome. This is another reason actually why I wanted to do this class, because sometimes you cannot find Dr. Morse's stuff in stock because he's servicing. So it's a good sign, actually. It's a sign that he can't keep up with demand, which means that people are really tapping into and understanding the importance and the power of these herbs to heal their bodies. Because when you drink them, when you eat them, when you take them, you feel it at work in your body. This is not just some gimmick. This isn't part of some multi-level marketing where this isn't sponsored by anybody. This is sponsored by me, Burns Bedard. So every now and then I might let you know that my new website is coming and I'm going to be launching some really cool courses for you guys. Some that you've seen before, but you were not organized in the way that I'm going to be organizing them. Some that are going to be brand new and exclusive for you guys. So there you go. That's who sponsors the show. It's me, myself, and I. Hello, Dolly, my beautiful man. How are you, honey? Enjoying the backyard? He's right out there. Enjoying the backyard, watching class. I love it. Duda is here. Aloha, lovely people. Aloha, or aloha rather, right? Aloha. Duda is Dolly's cousin and lives in England. Crystal says, thanks, Rockstar. Kristen says, I was literally on Dr. Morse to order HealAll tea when this notification popped up. Good thing he's out of stock. Good timing, right? Good timing. So I want to start class now. We've had our little welcome. We've had our little warm up. We got our fruit. We got our tea. Whatever it is, you're watching either live right now or you're watching on the replay. I want to welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It doesn't matter that you're not here live. The important thing is that you're vibrationally here, experiencing everything just as if you were live. Okay, so let's get started. It says life is sweet. It's about 5 years old. Yeah, that is a really. I might actually borrow a little bit of inspiration from that T-shirt for some real juicy detox merchandise, actually, because that was like I love that T-shirt. Tough to stick with Dr. Morse protocol when his herbs aren't in stock. I wish. Hey there, hammer. I don't have my bell. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to class. Good to see you here. You're new to class, or at least your profile name is new. So welcome. I'm so happy that you are here. Hammer says, tough to stick with Dr. Morse protocol when his herbs aren't in stock. I wish I knew this prior to going all raw. The herbs and fruit are the key, but his herbs aren't available. Empty vibes. Okay, this is perfect for you because, Hammer, I'm going to teach you today how to make it at home using herbs that you can buy online. The store that I went to in Toronto actually ships worldwide, and they are actually on Amazon as well. So don't worry because I've got you. I see this a lot with my clients, and this is why I wanted to make this HealAll tea. First of all, selfishly for myself, because I'm out of my HealAll tea. The last time I made it and made it live in class, I ran out, and I've just been so busy with packing up the house and getting ready to move to the cottage and all of this that I didn't get a chance to make it as yet. So this is perfect timing. Welcome if you're brand new. I'm really glad that you are here. This is going to be really helpful for you. I don't want you to feel discouraged at all about not having access to the herbs, especially when this actually costs about 50% less when you make it yourself. I did the math. I'm not even kidding you. I'm going to show you that. So all is well, my friend, right? I wish I knew this prior to going all raw. Why? Would that have made you, do you feel, can I ask you a question? I don't want to just jump in there, but this is how I do it. We're just having a chat. Why, when you say, I wish I knew this prior to going all raw, do you mean by that if you knew or if you thought herbs wouldn't be available, that you wouldn't have gone raw? I think that's what you mean, right? Well, babe, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to have herbs in your protocol in order to heal on a massive level. You can heal completely just doing the protocol of eating your species-specific diet. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to just kind of reframe for you so that you have a little bit more ease just thinking about this whole thing. You have to remember something else as well. Like I try to think broader than my own self, right? I wish that shipping didn't cost $39.99 from Florida to Toronto, Canada. Like that completely, I wish it wasn't the Canadian exchange wasn't so crappy and, made everything that I buy there like 30% more expensive for me on my dollar. I wish stuff wasn't sold out. I wish I didn't have to pay customs when stuff does come in. So these are the kind of questions and concerns that I see a lot of people having. So that's why I'm doing this class, so that you can have total self-sufficiency. If you can order something online from Amazon, or directly from this, from Herbie's Herbs in Toronto, or if you have access to an herbal store right down your street, then this is really going to help you, because I'm going to show you, and we're going to actually do it together, right? The herbs and fruit are key, but his herbs aren't available. So the fruit is key. The herbs help and they support and they enhance your healing, absolutely. But that doesn't mean you still can't heal. It might take a little bit longer, but you can still do massive healing, right? So don't despair. I got you. I got you. My tea is so good. My tea is so good. Remember to stick around to the end of the video, and I'm going to reveal what formula this is that I'm drinking. You're going to be shocked. Burns. Hey, Crystal. Burns, I was checking out the ingredients for HealAll tea on the website, and there's a few extra in his blend that we didn't use last time. Do you have the measurements for those as well? Yes, babe. I got you covered, because that's the formula that we're making today. It is right here. You can go ahead and screenshot this. I'll also have this available for download. But this is the recipe here. We're going to be using burdock root, plantain leaf, white oak bark, black walnut hull, which are tree nuts. So if you're allergic to tree nuts, leave those out. Dandelion leaf, slippery elm bark, golden seal root, mullein leaf, butcher's broom, chaparral herb, and fenugreek seed. So this one is this one is his current formula. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited about this. So let's get started on our class notes, shall we? I like to do our little meet and greet first, and then I like to go into our lessons, which are right here. I'm just going to see if there's any way. Yes, there is. Can I expand my own screen? There we go. Now I can see. All right. So today, the use of herbs or botanicals is vital to the restoration of the human race. We have really screwed things up with our bodies. We've gotten more and more toxic over the years and decades and centuries. And what should be a self-cleaning machine is having our bodies is having a lot of struggle right now to get all this cleaning done on its own, because it's just overwhelmingly impaired. Their power to invoke the cleansing and regeneration process can't be equaled by manufactured supplements or chemical medications. Where chemical medications suppress and hold toxins in the body, herbs pull and clean these toxins out, as well as strengthen the cells. Because herbs haven't been hybridized, they haven't lost their powerful nutritive and electrical properties. So that's some really important stuff to remember. We oftentimes, even when some of us go to a nutritionist, we have to remember that nutritionists are the marketing arm of the pharmaceutical companies, right? So they've been trained in a very medical model, where they prescribe for symptoms, and they prescribe to suppress symptoms and to give your body vitamins, minerals, hormones, chemicals, steroids artificially. And they don't realize that that shuts down that part of your body's ability to function properly. So we really need to go into everything that we're doing in a very aware way, especially when it comes to supplementing. So we got to realize that herbs or herbs are foods. they are our food. They're part of our food supply that we were meant and designed, what we were designed to use for food. They're made of proteins, amino acids, carbohydrates, starches and sugars, and fats. So they really do have everything that we need. They also have lots of fiber, cellulose, which is vital for the health of the intestinal tract. The immortal words of Hippocrates, the famous naturopath and the father of medicine, apply here. Let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. So we use herbs to promote detoxification and for tissue enhancement through nutritive and energetic stimulation, not abrasive stimulation. So we have to remember that the electromagnetic energy, the vibrational aspect of plants, which is something else that we really have not paid attention to at all, right? We don't really recognize and realize that plants are living beings that are also vibrating on a certain level, and they're energetic for the body. They're not abrasive. We are living beings who require living foods and herbs to heal ourselves. Herbs are tissue specific in that each herb was designed by God to affect a specific type of tissue or body part. The beauty of God's herbs is that they can and do affect many different types of tissues at the same time. I'm sorry, my slides are too small. I have to take a little pause in between them because I got to blow them up. Yeah. The restorative principles in herbs can enhance, clean, and provide nutrition to cells and tissues, thus affecting cell and tissue response. Herbs increase the blood and lymph flow within tissues, which increases nutrition to cells and allows them to eliminate their wastes. Herbs have been used for ages by humans and animals for the treatment of disease as well as for nutrition. Herbs are non-hybrid vegetables. Their nutritional, electrical, and medicinal content is much greater than most hybrid garden vegetables. And their nutritional, electrical, oh, I got an extra slide in there for you guys. How about that? Okay. Hang on one second. And we are going to be starting the recipe in just 1 second, which I'm so excited to show you. So the uniqueness and superiority of herbs lies in their strong medicinal compounds, or what we call their restorative properties, which includes acids, alkaloids, saponins, flavonoids, curamins, which are clotting factors, tannins, which are astringent properties, antioxidants, which are so good for the immune system, and bitter principles, and much more. So as we go through, I'm going to start mixing up my herbs. And as I do that, I'm going to cycle onto the screen specific information about each herb so that you understand what each herb is doing for your body. Where in your body is the herb sensing that you need most healing? That is literally how these herbs work. They are these beautiful healing life force and energy in our bodies. So in a second, I'm going to start cutting open my packages, putting them into my bowl. That's right here. And I will be showing you on the side what they're going to help you with. So this is really cool. It is our understanding that herbs are mainly meant to be consumed raw and uncooked or in tincture form, whereby digestion is minimal and absorption is optimal. However, the roots, the barks, and tubers can be boiled and still have a great effect upon liver, pancreatic, and GI tract function. Boiling, of course, destroys the water-soluble constituents such as the vitamin C, complexes, the flavonoids, the B vitamins, and the like. But that is okay because that is okay. All right. Because you can either, but I love my tea. I love my tea. Boiling or heating the herbs can also saturate or bond the fats. However, most of the time, when you are using boiled teas, you are treating symptoms and you're trying to promote an immediate action in the body. Most of the active medicinal properties are not destroyed by heat. So you are going to have an effect in the body, except it's not going to be like a medical pharmaceutical effect where there are side effects. Yes, some herbs you definitely need to be careful with using, but not the ones that are typically recommended and used in Dr. Morse's formulas. So we are good to go. We can use these herbs with confidence. This kind of tea you can have as much as you want. It is going to sometimes stir up some detox symptoms. So when I say as much as you want, don't go too overboard. Start gently. But let's start with, let me get out my burdock root. So, and by the way, is my computer kind of jumpy and weird when I switch between slides? Because, I don't want that to happen. Let me know. Let me know. Hey, Louise. Louise is here. Hi, everybody who are just tuning in now. So glad to see you guys all here. This is awesome. This is so cool. All right. So the first one, I'm going to switch my cameras to down here. So the first herb that we are going to use is this one. It's burdock root. The leaves are considered by many to be one of the top burn healers of all times. And the nice thing about this, making this mixture up, is that you can totally use this for so many applications, right? If you have a burn, baby, burn. If you have a burn, then you can make this into a pool tea, this entire mixture together. You know what I need to do? I need to pull up. Let me pull this up. Let me start with the recipe for y'all. Let me put that up here first. In case you're just tuning in, I've shown this a couple times at the start of class here, but in case you're just tuning in, take a screenshot of that. And I'm just going to pull it up on my iPad as well so that I have the recipe here. But I'm going to pull it down as I put the stuff in. And Dali's just reaching over.
Hello.
You want to say hello to the class?
Where is the camera?
This camera is going to switch to up here, right there. There we go.
Hello, everybody.
Dali is here.
Yeah, checking my Heal tea.
How's retirement going? Dali just recently retired. Yeah, we're on a never-ending weekend is what we're calling it. And we are actually going to be starting a YouTube channel on our adventures on this never-ending weekend.
That's a lot of herbs.
It is a lot of herbs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me just check in with the comments and that everybody is here as well. Victoria is here. Hi, Victoria. So glad that you are here, babe. One of our young students. Niece is here. Hi, Burns. My daughter is feeling so much better today. I knew she would. I knew it was just a quick little detox she was going through. She woke up and I gave her some freshly pressed orange juice and she feels so much better. Yay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So happy to hear that. It sucks when our babies are sick, right? Hate that.
That was good.
Was that good? All right.
Is he going to go see your dentist?
Yeah. All right. Okay. See you later, babe. Yep. Hello, lovely, says Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Yes. Awesome, Hammer. Stay with it. All right. Don't be discouraged that you haven't been able to get your herbs, or it's just that there's so much demand right now, which is a good thing, right? That's a good indication that people are ready to get healthy and to heal. So there was the recipe. I just showed it to you guys. Dali came by, wanted to say you guys love seeing Dali as well. And he is also all on this beautiful raw, mainly raw, healthy healing protocol lifestyle, really. Hi, Louise. Hey, Sonia. How are you? So glad to see you. No, screen is not jumpy at all. Okay, good, Louise. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Love burdock root, says Cheryl. I know, so do I. And we have so much of it growing everywhere around where we live. It's incredible. Paula says, hi, Dali. Yeah, Dali's in the shower. I'll let him know you said hi. Okay, so this is our recipe. Did you screenshot it? Get a shot of it. And I'm also going to have these available for download in our group. So if you're not in the Real Juicy Detox group on Facebook, what you waiting for? Come on over. It's an awesome group of these beautiful students who are here today, live and on the replay. Hello, everybody. All right, so let's get started. Where is burdock root? Is this burdock root? No. Is this burdock root? Yes. Class notes. Okay. So here is burdock root. So just while I'm cutting this open, oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, kids. Hang on. What I want you to know is, and the reason why I have this up on my screen on my iPad, by the way, I think the way that came out is really fire. Is that a fire recipe card or what? It worked out, man. I was in my flow today. So the way I've measured this out and the way this recipe works is that Dr. Morse recommends breaking up your strength of each herb into five units, so that you have the first few, the top few most. This is as listed in his ingredient list on the product, from the greatest in strength, the burdock root, down to the least strong concentration of 1 to 5. So 1 to 5 to 5 to 5. Do you understand? Right? So what we need to do is for each of these herbs, we are going to measure 113 grams. And why? Like, honestly, you can use 10 grams as 1 unit of measure. Well, the reason why I do it like this, and that this is my recipe, is number one, it makes a whole lot of tea that I get to have. And when you order most of these herbs online, like at Herbie's Herbs, they sell them in 4-ounce packages or a quarter of a pound. So it makes doing this really simple. I make the quarter of a pound, and we do this recipe by weight. I have a scale, so you're going to need a scale, a food scale. I do this by weight. So each of these bags that I got, and I've got 11 herbs bags here, has come in quarter pound weight, so 4 ounces. So this will be my biggest measure. My 5 units are going to be calculated as if 113 grams, which each of these bags are, I'm going to divide them into 5 to get 1 unit of measure. So if you look down here at the bottom of the recipe, do you see where it says right over here? How do I point? Right. There we go. It's backwards pointing here, man. It's complicated, okay? But right over here, you see a ratio of 1 to 5. So 1 unit is 22 grams, 22.6 grams. Do you see that? All right. So 22.6 is one unit in the ratio. So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down to the bottom. And I'm just going to place the herbs in the bowl here. Just like so. So that is the first ingredient, burdock root. All right. First ingredient, burdock root. And just to give you an idea of the price, the retail price is $11.55 Canadian for the, I just put in plantain leaf. Okay, Burns, pay attention. It's okay. Plantain leaf also is a 5 to 5 ratio. So it is the entire 113 grams of herbs. Now I'm going to go in with the next one on the first one, I'm just going to run through the whole recipe. Okay, guys, I don't feel like going through all the benefits right now. I want to hurry up and get this recipe in here. No, I'm going to do it the way that I know is the best way to learn. I'm not going to rush you guys through this because I want you to really understand what the herbs that we are putting in here, what does this do for your body? I really want you to know this. And it's great. It's a great time for me to review it for myself too, right? The more I learn, the more I teach you guys, the more I'm inspired to continue going on my journey as well, which is what has made me be so successful. You guys have been a big part of that. So let's go through the benefits of each of these herbs as I put it in the bowl. That's how we're going to do it. And I'm going to flip back to the recipe when I'm ready to put the next one in, because I don't want to absentmindedly keep putting in 5 units when I should have been, oh shoot, that should have been 4, right? Because I want to kind of, again, stick to the methodology of taking the entire list of, what slide was Burdock? 9, okay. Taking the entire list of herbs as is listed on the website in the same order, don't alphabetize them, in the same order that they're listed on the ingredient list. Because I don't know if you guys realize, but on an ingredient list, whatever is listed first is the most concentrated in the product, right? So we're going from most concentrated to least concentrated. And I just use my intuition to decide which ones I wanted to have in each category as I broke up the list going down, right? I loved white oak bark, so I wanted that to be one of the ratios of 5 in there, for example. Chaparral herb is also not on the ingredient list of his current formula, but it was previously on his original formula. But chaparral herb is very, very hard to find. I happened to luck out one day last fall and found it on Amazon and ordered it and got some. It's not available at Herbie's Herbs, and they have over 650 herbs. Yeah. So it's totally up to how you intuitively feel. This is how I intuitively felt about these herbs, and I wanted the chaparral in there. So when you learn about these different herbs, as we are going to do right now with the burdock, I'm putting it up there as well as I put it in there, right? We can see that it is so powerful. The leaves are considered by many to be one of the top burn healers of all tissues. This includes 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree burns. Not this burns, but burns. A strong blood and liver cleanser and tonic. It reduces swelling in the body, especially around the joints. So if any of you out there are having problems with your joints, this is a really good herb to have. Reduces swelling in the body. A great aid in detoxification. It rids the body of toxins and mucus. So many of us are so clogged up with mucus because of all the dairy that we have consumed, not realizing that it is just mucus producing. The body produces this excess mucus to protect itself and to try to get it. And it's just full of pus. It's not human food. It's not human food. Human breast milk is human food for babies. Yeah. So it's really, really good to get that mucus out of the body. And it promotes urine flow and perspiration, which is really good. So many of us are so, perturbed when it's hot and sweaty out and, crazy with the temperatures like it's been. We've been experiencing heat waves here in Canada. And we need to remember that our skin is our 3rd kidney, and it's our largest elimination organ on the body. So allowing our skin to breathe and to sweat, that's why, right, niece, your daughter had the fever. That's the body's natural way to get the toxins out. So this promotes and helps that. You want a good, healthy amount of sweating. And a lot of people have sweat glands that are shut down. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you experience that, because that is a real, very serious sign. All right. It's not coming out of your kidneys. Your skin is shutting down. Where are your toxins going? Right. So this is going to help with that. It's going to be really, really helpful. It's the number one in skin conditions of all types. So any kind of skin condition that you have, this is really powerful. Promotes kidney function. That's why when the kidneys are opened up and they're functioning well, the skin, all of the toxic load doesn't go to the skin, right? And when all that toxic load goes to the skin, that's when the skin function starts shutting down, the sweating ability. So this burdock root promotes kidney function and helps remove acid buildup within the body, especially sulfuric acid, phosphoric, and uric acid. So really helpful. All right, we're on to plantain herb. This is the next one. Here we go. So plantain herb was the one we put in the bowl first. Burdock root, we'll pretend I did that backwards, but they both get a ratio of 5. So plantain herb, I'm putting burdock root in right now. So that is in there right now. And so that goes in at a 5 ratio. And remember, the entire bag is a ratio of 5. So let's go back up to slide 11 now and talk about that plantain herb. So plantain herb, the great plantain, can't be beat for pus and septic conditions of the blood and body. Great for boils, abscesses, and tumors. Known for its anti-venom properties in snake bites. Has strong astringent action, pulling and cleansing tissues. Useful for inflammation and for its healing abilities. Also, neutralizes stomach acids and helps restore proper gastric action. So if any of you are experiencing, hey Sheila, if any of you are experiencing any digestive issues, any heartburn, any ulcers, this is really, really helpful for you. It has a mild expectorant. It has mild expectorant properties, therefore aiding in bronchial and lung congestion. It's used in venereal diseases, used topically and internally for all skin conditions, including eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis. So yeah, if you are experiencing any kind of venereal disease, especially as women, we can use this as a douche. You would make the tea and you would use this as a douche in order to help with that. So, that's never something that, that's a really tough one, because a lot of people, feel a lot of embarrassment and shame and guilt, and we should not feel that way about things like this. But this is something that can help you if you are experiencing something like that. Great for yeast infections, vaginal infections, bacterial vaginosis, which I used to suffer with all the time, and I don't anymore since I've been on this beautiful protocol. So yeah. Great in an eye wash, especially for cataracts and glaucoma. So that is plantain herb. So did I upload 2 of those? I did. All right, so plantain herb is in there. Now we are on to white oak bark. So again, this is what I do all the time. I go back and forth and double check on my ingredients, because it is so easy, to get a little bit distracted, and then you forget, and what did I put in there? So always try to really be mindful about this as you're doing it, okay? And by the way, if you are making this, I do recommend that you get these slides, download them to your device. And as you are making it, every time you are making it, do a little refresher for yourself. Slide through the slides, right? You can have it on I'll show you how I have it on mine. I've got it on my iPad. And as you go through each one, review what the benefits are that you're getting. Make love to your herbs, send them gratitude. Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at all the things you're going to help me with. Are you kidding me? I'm so grateful for you. Thank you. You smell delicious. I can't believe I get to do this for my body. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you review, you know, uh, as you review your benefits of what you're doing here. So let's look at the white oak bark is also, again, this would be the 100, the 5, the ratio of 5 is this entire bag, because they all come in the same 4-ounce bag or 113 grams. So we're going to learn about white oak bark. And I believe I was on slide, yeah, slide I don't remember. There we go. I got a lot of slides in there. A couple of them are duplicates. So what we're going to do next, we're just going to cut this open. So white oak bark. White oak bark has very strong astringent properties. Astringent, remember, is anything that pulls and draws out from the cells. Our cells are very, very, very compromised. They're very toxic. Where does all that toxic stuff that we've eaten our entire lives, where do those chemicals and residues of all of that acid ash go? How do we get rid of them? You know, our kidneys have not been filtering for a very long time, and it has compromised our health so much so that we don't even realize it. So here I am. I'm just going to add in the entire bag of the white oak bark. So this is a powerful cleanser of tissue. It is used for mouthwashes, poultices, douches, enemas, and abscesses. It also strengthens cells, gives your cells beautiful cellular proliferation. All your healthy cells are encouraged to grow. So restoring and regenerating our system. You can totally regenerate your system. Even your tissues that your doctors say are damaged and are not working. They're right. They are damaged and not working, but now we know the solution. See you later, babe.
Appropriate for the dentist?
Sure. All right. This is really good for internal or external hemorrhages. Really, really good. It has diuretic properties as well. And this increases urine flow. And when you want to flush out this lymphatic waste that is now starting to move and starting to come through your kidneys, you want to have good urine flow so that it is ushered out of the body, so that it stops having a residual effect in your health. It kills and expels small worms, used to eliminate gallstones as well. Isn't that incredible? These herbs, man, I'm telling you, it's absolutely amazing. It helps clean and strengthens the GI tract, which is really good because so many of us have destroyed ours. Excellent. I should know. I have gastrointestinal stromal tumor, literally a condition, or had anyhow, literally a condition where anywhere along my GI tract, I could have a tumor. This was particular to the type of cancer I had. So very, very healing for anybody who has also, I know I have several friends on Facebook who are also dealing with really not just gastrointestinal stromal tumor, but digestive issues, bowel issues, have had bowel surgery. You're trying to heal your bowels. You need stuff like this herb, the white oak bark, in order to heal. You need all the help you can get, right? Yeah, we know this. We can feel it in our bodies. Even eating clean, even being vegan, even being mainly raw with a few cheats here or there, it can really, impact and stop our healing. And the thing is that sometimes we're so clogged up and interstitially stagnant. The spaces all in between every one of our cells cannot breathe because our lymphatic system, the toilet of our body, the lymphatic system and the lymphatic network, including our glands, which are all part of this incredible septic system. Our cells can't excrete any of these things out of the cell because outside of the cell is as clogged up as inside of the cell. So everything backs up. So these things are really, really helpful once you've gotten, a sort of a sense of, okay, I can do this fruit thing. I'm enjoying it. Like how do I really amplify and help my body heal? Like this is the way. All right. Where was I? Excellent for prolapse conditions, including intestinal, uterus, bladder, vascular system, etc. So wherever you see prolapse condition, that is a parathyroid issue, right? The connective tissue is not able to hold together properly. So this really helps strengthen the connective tissue. Used in all mouth and gum conditions, has powerful effect upon tooth enamel and bone growth. Used with plantain for snake bites, ulcers, boils, gangrene, tumors, and the like. These are also helpful. Such a powerful herb. Aren't we lucky, guys? Used in all skin conditions, including eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis, hemorrhoids, and piles and lesions. So much can be healed with this herb. Used to strengthen the arteries, veins, and capillaries, especially great for varicose veins and spider veins, which is excellent. All right, so that is white oak bark. And now we're going to move on to walnut hull. And I'll take that out of the way, sorry. Black walnut hull. This is one of my favorites too. So let's go down and let's check the recipe. Let's check the recipe. So black walnut hull, we are using a ratio of 4:5. And that means that we have to put in here 90.4 grams each of black walnut hull and dandelion leaf. So I've got those two things right here. I've got the black walnut hull and I've got the dandelion leaf. And I need my scale. I've got my scale right here. And I need actually, I'm going to measure it on the scale. I'm going to turn it on. It says grams. It's at 0 because I started it with the scale at 0 because the bowl was on it. Or you can press tare and it would go to 0. What am I looking for? Black walnut hulls right here, right in front of me. So we are going to put in 900. Where's my scissors? 90. It says 90.4. Oh, by the way, I didn't let you guys know the price of those previous 3 herbs. So the white oak bark was $11.50 Canadian. The burdock root was $10.90 Canadian. And the plantain leaf was $11.55 Canadian. All right, let's see who the math wizards are. I already did my math and I figured out how much it cost me to buy all the herbs and then how much it cost me once I use the different ratios. So we'll see. Drop it in the comments if you have anybody willing to take a guess at how much the HealAll tea is going to have cost me. Take a guess in the comments. Let's see how good you guys are at guessing. So black walnut hull, I need 90.4 grams. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in and look at my scale. I'm at 70, 90, 92. So I'm actually going to pinch out a couple of grams. I really do like doing the recipe like this so that later on, if I really found that it had a really, I really liked it, I want to make it exactly the same way. So I'm using the actual measurements. And I recommend having a little roll of tape so that you can tape up your bags. Otherwise, you're going to have herbs everywhere, man. And it's, it's a thing. Little pet peeve of mine. Messy spice bags. So that is 90 grams of black walnut hull, and let's have a look at the healing benefits of black walnut hull. Hold on, let me find it. Here we go, black walnut hull. Okay, so this is one of nature's, I'm just going to show you over here. Let me just switch up my layout a bit. Just swing this around. There we go. Can you see that? So here is the black walnut hull. Right there on the side. It's definitely black. And next, first we're going to just skim through these a little bit faster, but one of nature's most powerful antiparasitics, kills microorganisms from bacterium to fungi to yeast to larger parasites, including all worms and flukes. Really good for deworming. Cellular proliferator, it means it strengthens the cells. It increases the oxygenation of blood cells, which is great. We need that. Detoxifier, used to balance sugar levels and disperse fatty materials. Excellent for any condition and weakness of the body. This is the black walnut hull that you see right here in the bowl. Promotes healing of all tissues and is said to help to restore tooth enamel. So that is something that we see. One of the strong detox symptoms is that people have, a lot of teeth issues, and that is because the teeth are so closely connected to the lymphatic system. And when we are very acidic, the body leaches calcium out of the bones and teeth to quell down the heat, the fire from the acids in the system. So a lot of people, as a result, end up having detox symptoms that are pretty severe on their teeth. So this is really, really good to have every day so that you can avoid some of that heavy detox symptom and strengthen your teeth at the same time. All right, it strengthens and stimulates the immune system. It promotes lymph movement and bowel peristalsis, so no more constipation. If any of you out there suffer with constipation, this is really going to be helpful for you. And it strengthens the bones. It's high in calcium. One of nature's, that's it. Is that it? Did I cover all of the black walnut hull? Let me make sure. Yes, I did. All right. So we're going to go on to dandelion leaf. And before I just, it was the same amount as, and I'm looking on the side at my recipe card, and it is the same 90.4 grams. So I'm just going to let you have a look over the recipe card there. One of nature's top herbs. So what I need to do, actually, I'm going to switch down to this camera down here. I need to hit this button to reset that to 0. To reset that to 0. Okay, what's happening? Oh. There we go. Now it's at 0. Now it's behaving. So we want to do the same thing. We want to have 90.4 grams. That's 92. I'm just going to take some out. 90. Perfect. So this is dandelion leaf. And dandelions get a really bad rap, man. They really, really do. It's one of nature's top herbs. And we're using the leaves here. It's a liver and gallbladder tonic. It aids in pancreatic function. It's a kidney and bladder tonic and cleanser. said to have the same diuretic strength as Lasix, a trade name for, I don't know, some diuretic drug. Don't use those diuretic drugs. Promotes the formation of bile. It improves the enamel of teeth. It is a great alkalizer. It's effective in liver conditions, including hepatitis, jaundice, and sclerosis. High in iron and other minerals, which increases the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. A natural source of protein. That's right, folks. Where do you get your protein? My HealAll tea. Where do you get your protein? I have a great class on that, by the way, if you're interested. All right. And it aids in blood sugar issues, including diabetes and hypoglycemia. Slippery elm bark is next. So our bowl is getting pretty full. Our bowl is getting pretty full, but I'm also going to show you guys when I'm done putting all of the herbs in. I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to use and how you can actually make this really, really easy to make a natural part of your day. I've been drinking the tea that I made yesterday all day, and I love it. It's so good. So next we're going to go in with slippery elm bark, and let's go over to our recipe card. Which card is, okay, I'm coming back to slide number 22, but we're going to go here. This smells so good. It almost smells like vanilla. Let me know in the comments if you guys think your slippery elm smells like vanilla. I love that smell. So on our recipe card, we can see that slippery elm bark, we're going to use a ratio of 3. And basically that works out to 67.8 grams of slippery elm bark. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to reset this scale to 0. And is it at 0? It's at 1. Come on, scale. There we go. And we are going to go in with 67.8 grams. And this is really interesting. It almost looks like what you would like hamster bedding. It's not hamster bedding. Okay, so we are going to get 67.8 grams. And I need to turn off my fan over there because stuff is blowing. That's 54, 63. Okay, that's it. 67 grams of slippery elm bark. How are you guys doing out there? Are you guys having fun? I hope so. I'm enjoying hanging out with you. Making some tea, learning about the beautiful healthy benefits, and doing it together. Yes, Sonia, there are different versions of the HealAll tea, and we're making the latest one that he has listed right now. Hi, Judith. How are you? Oh my gosh. Lesson learned. I can't depend on Dr. Morse products being available. I wish I knew this going in. Well, now you have resources to have a solution to the problem, right? So I think there's a different way that might help you to reframe that so that it feels easier. Let me know in the comments if you want help to make that story a little bit softer for yourself, babe. It's okay. We're here, we're learning how to do it, right? What do you mean you wish you knew this going in? Does that mean that you wouldn't have done the protocol? What's your alternative? What is your alternative, right? So it's okay. It's okay to feel frustrated when you can't get stuff that you want, but that is another area where you can, work your healing program, right? Where you can heal those emotions too. Where do we buy these herbs? Are apothecary stores still around? Yes, there are. If you follow me on my stories, my Facebook and Instagram stories, I love this stuff, by the way. Come on, this is like, I got to show you this. This is some very cool herb. I just love it. I love it. I like it. I love it. And I want some more of it. There we go. Yeah, look at this beautiful stuff. It's fluffy and it smells so good. What is great about this process for you, Hammer, is that this is going to help you be more self-sufficient. So you don't have to depend on anybody. It looks like cattail, right? Oh, cool. Yes, niece. I'm definitely enjoying this class. Awesome. Yay. That's me with my digestion still not working properly. Well, you know what, babe? You just got to keep on going and keep on doing it as long as you can, because what is the alternative? What is the alternative? I'm going to turn this around so that I can see my scale so that I can get opening the next bag. So that was slippery elm bark. Next, we're going to go in with gold. Oh, by the way, did I tell you how much slippery elm was? That was $12.70. There you go. Okay, and I'm in Canada, so these are Canadian prices. So next we're going to go in with golden seal root, and look at the price tag on that baby. $35. But that's okay, because I'm excited to invest. I'm excited when I invest in my health, you know, because I know that this is so well invested in me and I'm worth it. And I love myself enough to do it. So this is golden seal root. And we are going to go in with 47.8 grams of this as well. I'm at 0 on my scale and I'm paying attention. How much did I say? 67.8. Oh, this is 2 ounces. Oh, okay. So 2 ounces gave me 56 grams, and I needed 67. I didn't even realize that it was packaged in a 2-ounce bag. Can you see that? As opposed to the usual 4, but that is okay. So we use the whole bag. It's a little bit less than the recipe says, but that's all right. Yes, Rachel. Rachel says, love this class. Thank you so much, Burns. Yay, Rachel. You're welcome. Let's celebrate you, because you know what? I love that you're loving this class with me. I'm enjoying doing it. I miss you guys. I'm so glad to be back. You didn't complete the benefits of slippery elm bark. Okay, good. I'm going to go there. I realized that as I was opening this, and then I thought, let me just add it in while I'm here at the recipe. But you're absolutely right, babe. Thank you. So let me go back and do. We left off at. Oh, I'm going to sneeze because I'm going to get, you know, when you're working with herbs and it's all dusty. Okay, so one of nature's great healers of the body, pulls toxicity out of the tissues. This is slippery elm bark. Soothes irritated and inflamed mucous membranes, soothes the mucosa of the GI tract, the stomach and intestines. Excellent for the urinary tract, and strengthens and cleanses the urinary tract. So bladder infections, you know, us women who get a lot of those UTIs, this is really good for that. It is well known for its beneficial effect upon the respiratory system. So that is really helpful. And again, we're talking about this one, this light, fluffy, kind of looks like cat's tail. It's used in gastritis, enteritis, colitis, and diverticulitis. Great for abscesses and gangrene. It's used in gout and arthritis, and it helps move acids from the tissues. So it's so important to not put the toxins into the body, into the tissues, right? But what we need to remind ourselves is that we have so much toxicity that's in ourselves. How are we cleaning this out? How are we cleaning this out? Right? You can't just think that you're fine because you're not eating those negative foods anymore, those processed foods, those animal product foods. Having an awareness that the herbs can help the body clean themselves out, so that combined with their fruit protocol, right, Hammer? Now you're going to be sailing, man. You're going to be sailing. It's going to be so good. Golden seal increases gastric juices and digestive enzymes. So instead of taking probiotics, guys, that just stop your body from producing their own, you want to be looking at something like golden seal. It also increases the production and secretion of bile. It's used to strengthen and tone the pancreas. Really important, right? For diabetes and for just pancreatic function and digestive enzymes. If you're passing a lot of food in your stool that's undigested, you have a weak pancreas. That's what's happening. Weak pancreas means your food can't get digested because it's not producing digestive enzymes. And when you take digestive enzymes as a supplement, you're telling your pancreas even more, yeah, definitely don't wake up. We got it. Your body, she's got it covered, or he's got it covered, because you're eating all that. And we need to remember that probiotics, you can't beat fruit and vegetables, living food, for all of the biotics, the probiotics that are in your living food. If you're eating dead food, yeah, you're not going to be high on the probiotics and healthy gut. This is important. Okay. So as a result, it helps to regulate blood sugars. Considered a source of natural insulin, strengthens the nervous system. It has homeostatic properties, especially for the uterus. So really good for uterine health for us women. Tones the vascular system and helps increase circulation. A great anti-inflammatory, especially for the glandular system. Used for gastric and intestinal problems. Intestinal problems. I'm a little far away. But yeah, really, really good for gastric and intestinal problems. Used in cancerous conditions as well. It is a gentle laxative, so it'll keep your bowels moving nicely. Used for drug and alcohol dependency, which is really, really good. Helps eliminate mucus in the body, especially in the respiratory tract and the GI tissue. Used in cystitis, prostatitis, and nephritis. Remember, anytime you see itis after a word, it means inflammation. Itis means inflammation. Excellent for hemorrhoids and hemorrhages. Used for HIV and venereal diseases. It has antiparasitic properties and is antiseptic. Excuse me while I clear my... So used for infections, wounds, sores, and fissures. Is used in chronic skin conditions, eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis. So again, you can make this into a poultice and put it right on the skin. You can drink it. It is so helpful for the skin. And used in all conditions of prolapses. So uterine prolapse, intestinal prolapse. Makes a great eye wash. Tones and cleans the liver. Use it for jaundice and hepatitis, so any kind of liver issues like that. Use for ulcerated tissue. Remember, anytime you have acids in the weakest part of your bodies, it's going to ulcerate. It's going to cause ulcers to develop there. So this herb is really, really good for any of you out there who are healing any kind of ulcer issue. Used for tonsillitis, typhoid fever, malaria, meningitis, and mononucleosis. And it is used for boils, abscesses, and tumors. And you can use it as a mouthwash for gum conditions and canker sores. And it is a great ringworm and amoebic. It's great for ringworm and amoebic dysentery. Really, really good. So we're going to go on now to mullein leaf. And mullein leaf comes in a package that looks like this. So depending on, depending on the weight and the size of your herbs, these are both by weight the same weight. This is 4 ounces. This is 4 ounces. So this is why I don't use teaspoons and measuring cups. I use a scale to weigh everything so that it is properly ratioed out, portioned out. Okay. So let's go back to our recipe, which is right here. How are you guys doing out there? Are you hanging in there with me? Are you hanging in? Are you learning something new today? These herbs smell so good. They smell herbs, these herbs. Yeah, that's what I said, these herbs. Okay, Burns. Where was I? Golden seal. Okay, so mullein leaf. So we need 2 units of our measurement. So we need in total for each herb here now, we need 45.2 grams. So I'm going to set my scale to 0. There we go. And I'm going to put in 45.2 grams. So let's go. All right. And that is 48. So I'm just going to take some out. 45. Yep. 45. And this bag was $10.90. Let me know if you guys have any guesstimates as to how much this HealAll tea, how much I invested in my health with this HealAll tea. So mullein leaf is one of the great expectorants. It removes mucus and congestion. So that's this beautiful herb right here. Look at that. And this really does smell amazing. I'm not going to lie. You know, some herbal stuff, it's like, whoa, that's like bitter and horrible. Like, no, these herbs taste really good as a tea. Trust me. So, so really good for as an expectorant, used especially for bronchial and lung conditions, including bronchitis, asthma, emphysema, pneumonia, allergies. It's a strong anti-inflammatory, aiding in all types of inflammation conditions. It's a great herb for the endocrine glandular system, especially the thyroid, used for coughs and sore throat. So you can see the area that this herb naturally wants to gravitate towards. It's this throat area, right? It's an expectorant. You cough up, the mucus that has been deep in your tissues as you start to detox and as you start to astringe with these herbs and with your fruit protocol. Your body is going to be trying to get rid of and eliminate. And do not be afraid of the detox symptoms that come. These are natural for your body to get rid of these toxins in these different areas. Strong and astringent properties, aids in the movement of the lymphatic system, and it helps reduce tumors and boils, which is great. Now we're going to get on to butcher's broom. Now, I don't have butcher's broom here because for some reason I thought I had 2 bags of it at home when I went to get these herbs yesterday. So we're going to pretend I'm pouring them in. All right. But we'll just swing down to our recipe card once again, because you always want to be going back and forth and double checking that you're putting in the right amount. Butcher broom is going to take 45.2 grams. So when I get more butcher broom, I will add it to this entire batch. Did I say I was here? Yes. Okay, so butcher's broom. Now think about it. I was thinking about this. Why do they call these herbs these different names? Well, butcher's broom, as you're going to see, deals with everything to do with our blood, our bones, our meat, And when you think about it, that's what butchers deal with, right? They deal in body parts of animals. And if you think about a broom that needs to clean up all that stuff, this is good for cleaning up all of your bones and your your meat, the meat on you. It's a great circulatory herb. It has anti-inflammatory properties, flavonoids and tannins, which help remove plaque in the vascular system. It tones and strengthens the vascular walls, the arteries, the capillaries, and veins. I used to always say capillaries, but then I think, which one is it? Is it capillaries or capillaries? Thus used for varicose veins, hemorrhoids, and post-aneurysms. Increases circulation throughout the body, especially to the peripheral areas. For example, the brains, the hands, the feet. So anybody that suffers from Raynaud syndrome or any extremities, like for me, it's my hands are always cold. Actually, they're warm now. Oh, shocking. But seriously, my hands are always, always cold. Excuse me. So this is really, really good for helping the circulatory system. A lot of us deal with headaches and ringing in the ears and just a whole host of brain issues, right? Chemical dependency on different things. So this one is really good for all of that. Let's see, where am I here? Increases circulation throughout the body, especially in the peripheral areas of the brain, hands, and feet. It is anti-thrombotic. It is antithrombic. It is antithrombic, and it is used to prevent post-operative thrombosis. So anything that has to do with blood flow, this is really helpful. Strengthens bones and connective tissue. So I know that some of you are dealing with connective tissue issues, and you're all up in the collagen. And while that might be a thing, collagen is about vitamin C. You get most of your vitamin C from fruits. So don't hold back on that. It does not come at the bottom of a bottle, not even a collagen bottle. Trust me. You might see some improvement for short term, but you know what? You're going to be dependent on that company for your collagen. Just a little sidebar to anybody who's open and hearing this message. There's a lot of really good marketing out there, guys. Really good marketing to make us think that, oh, we need that product and we need that product. And I think somebody might say, well, Burns, aren't you doing the same thing? Well, you need these herbs. Actually, you don't. You don't need these herbs to heal. But if you want to heal at the causal level, and you want to have a natural approach with stuff that's actually food, that's not manufactured in a factory somewhere and put in a plastic bottle. Ooh, glass. Okay, glass bottle. It's not. That is not how we were designed as human beings to have good collagen levels. We've destroyed our ability to have and produce naturally collagen on our own. And when you take these collagen supplements, it shuts down your body's ability to do it on its own. All right. So what happens when that company goes out of business? How come this wasn't ever a thing before? It's brilliant marketing, though. It's brilliant marketing. But it's not where your health and vitality come from. All right. Your skin will improve when you open up your kidneys, and it will improve forever once you continue to eat your species-specific diet of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds in moderation. Upgrade point, collagen fad. Someone's asking the bucks. Somebody's making big bucks on this fad, I'm telling you. Because where was this last year? Well, all of a sudden now we have come on. I digress. Let's continue. So this is a really good one, butcher's broom, and I will procure some butcher's broom to put in my brew real soon. We are down to our last two herbs, friends. Yes, we are. Excuse me. The next one is chaparral herb. This is the one that I got on Amazon. This is the one that Dr. Morse does not use in his formula anymore, I believe just because of sourcing and customs, right? The customs didn't like this being imported for whatever reason, because stupid. But anyhow, nothing is stupid. Everything helps everything. I got some, so I got lucky. I'm happy. I got mine on Amazon, by the way. So this is chaparral herb. And chaparral herb is also a 2-to-5 ratio. So we are going to put in 45.2 grams of chaparral. $45.2. Okay. And this is a light and fluffy herb. That's 44, 45. Good. Good. It has a very beautiful flavor, but I made the mistake once of putting a little bit too much chaparral in one batch that I had made, and I did not like how my tea tasted. So balance is key, and not going 5 on all of them. That's also key. So this is chaparral herb. It looks almost like dried parsley, but it is not. It is chaparral herb, and this is not in the current Dr. Morse formula, but I love it so much that I wanted to put it in for my Burnsy blend. Oh, that's what I should call my herbal line, Burnsy blend. Burnsy's blends. Okay. One of God's top herbs in the Northern Hemisphere, its greatest power lies in its ability to move the lymphatic system. It's used for removal of tumors, boils, abscesses, has strong antimicrobial properties, bacterial, viral, fungal, very useful in arthritic and rheumatoid conditions, excellent for gout, has analgesic properties for pain, stimulates peripheral circulation, stimulates liver function, and increases bile production and flow. Works as an anti-inflammatory, somewhat of a cellular proliferator. It strengthens the cells. It is used in all cancers and HIV and is used for all types of stone formation. Chaparral herb is also great for prolapse conditions, especially in the uterus. So poisonous bites, including snake bites. So it pairs really well with the burdock root and plantain root for that. Oh, what happened there? All right. It is good for chickenpox, mumps, and the like. Useful in all types of female conditions. And very useful for stomach and intestinal conditions, including hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids is a very common detox symptom that we can experience when we're on this detox journey. Again, highlighting where in the body we are weakest. That is what the fruits are doing. It's not the fruits that are giving you hemorrhoids, okay? It's the fruits that are highlighting where in your body you are weakest, because that is where the healing work has to go, and it's got to heal this stuff out. So sometimes we re-experience some stuff. So chaparral herb went in. And we have one more to do, which is awesome. And then I'm going to show you how I blend this up and put them into little tea bags. Yes, I got these disposable ones. They're unbleached. They are recyclable, so there's a low carbon footprint with them. And I am going to make some tea bags as well out of some canvas, but this is really handy in a pinch. So in order to get this stuff into here, what I do is I put it into the blender. And let me show you the one that I made yesterday, the one that I'm drinking. Do you guys have any guesses as to what blend I made yesterday and what I'm drinking today? You're never going to guess. But I blend it up so that it's very fine. And then this way it fits into what I like about that is it allows all of the herbs to really blend together really well, so that I'm not getting it, because you only need a tablespoon. You only need a tablespoon to make 2 liters of HealAll tea, 6 cups of HealAll tea. So I want to make sure that when I go in for my scoop, that it is not, it's properly incorporated. Everything is properly incorporated. So I've just got one more thing to add in, and that is the fenugreek seed. And fenugreek is a beautiful herb. It smells delicious. It's used in a lot of East Indian cooking. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to try this version of this tea. So let's go over here and let's check out fenugreek while I add this in. Excuse me. So it is a great expectorant, which is something that I need because I am obviously detoxing. I can hear it in my throat. I apologize. It is just a natural human condition, right? When you're detoxing. Okay, so I'm putting in here one portion of this. That is 22.6 grams. 22.6. Well, I've got 23, so perfect. I'm just going to, again, tape that up. Just do it right as you get your herbs going in there, because it makes tidying up so much easier. You don't have, flakes and powders and seeds and stuff everywhere. So fenugreek, great expectorant, softens, loosens, and helps expel mucus, phlegm, especially from the bronchial and lung tissues, helps dissolve cholesterol and other lipids. So that is really, really good. A great blood cleanser and antiseptic, a medium range parasite killer, has some diuretic properties, and it is excellent for diabetes. It helps regulate sugar and insulin levels. So what do I do now? I've got this beautiful mixture, this beautiful bowl of herbs. And basically, you just got to start mixing it up. But what I was doing yesterday to make this whole process easy and to grind up our herbs into a finer powder, what I do is I blended it up in my Vitamix. So I'm just going to take my Vitamix, and the tea that I made yesterday, I was like, well, I'm not going to wash off that goodness. I'll just keep it on there for when I make either a smoothie for Dali for breakfast this morning, or, which obviously didn't happen. He had something else. He had some kind of juice, watermelon juice. But I didn't even bother washing my blender. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, in small batches, I'm going to blend my herbs. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that with you guys now, because this actually does not take very long. Cost of chaparral. Okay, so chaparral was, I think it was like $50 for this big bag. And this bag had, I think it was 2 pounds. It doesn't say on it. I think it was 2 pounds or 1 pound for, so $50 for a 1 pound bag. And then the fenugreek was $2.40 for the bag. So anybody have any guesses as to how much I spent to get the herbs, and then how much the actual herbs that I used cost? Let me know in the comments. Yes, Cheryl is driving and listening. Yes, thanks, Burns. You're so welcome. Joyce says, I'm so very excited about this tea. Thank you. Perfect. What a great class. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Oh my gosh. Sonia, it's my pleasure, babe. I'm so happy. Okay, so we have some guesses. Raw Vegan Nee says $100 or $120. $100 for the purchased altogether, and then 100 or 120 for which one? 150, says Sonia. Ooh, I don't know. That might be close. The nice thing about this is that it makes a huge amount of tea. So The ones that I made yesterday for Dali. Give me any guesses. Anybody have any guesses what kind of tea I made for Dali yesterday and what I'm drinking? I'm drinking it today. Any guesses as what they are? I'm getting a Ziploc bag, a large Ziploc bag ready. Because I'm going to go directly from the blender into the Ziploc bag and then mix it all up in there. Any other guesses how much it costs? I'll tell you in a second. Give me some guesses. Even if you're watching on the replay, let me know. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this up. It's going to be fairly loud. Vitamix is a really good blender, and it's a really loud blender. Let's see. Do we need some light back here? There we go. Okay. Okay, so that slippery elm bark ain't easy. Let's see. It's pretty fluffy. So I'm just going to empty that into here. Oh, great. Perfect timing. I'm having like a hot flash. Let me put the fan on. Let me put the fan on without blowing away my herbs. And this gets dusty, but that is okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up again. Maybe get some of the other herbs. Cover it up. This part takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Sheila thinks $2.25 Canadian. Name of Vitamix. This one is just called Professional Series 500. I actually bought it used from somebody on Marketplace. So the process is just this simple. You just keep on going. Until you can't go anymore. You just keep on blending it up in small batches. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Okay, let's go. It's like a construction site. It's so dusty in here. Woo! I love it. I love it, though. It smells so good. So the bag is getting really full. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put I have a pot of water that I have going, and I'm going to make a spot of tea as soon as I finish blending this. This is what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it all into a larger bowl, because what I realize is I'm not going to be able to stir it around well enough, because the last night when I did it, I did stir it quite a bit to get it all incorporated. Let me show you. It's dusty. Oh, look at the guesses coming in. Let's see what the guesses are. Hey there, Terry. So glad that you're here. Okay. Raw vegan thinks 100 or 120. Close. 150, says Sonia. Also close. 140 for everything. 105, 140, 225. Okay, I'm going to tell you how much everything costs. Everything to get all of the herbs, all of the packages, came to $158. And it's non-taxable. So I didn't have to pay tax on top of that. So there's, wow. That mullein leaf is really fuzzy wuzzy. Fuzzy wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy wuzzy did not care. Oh, wow. Dust clouds going up, but not too bad because it's a deep-ish bowl, but it's dusty. It is dusty. Okay, so we're going to continue on. I'm going to start sneezing soon. So it was $158.51 for all of the herbs. And then when counting just what I used, it came to $103.59. No, that was the other tea. That was this tea that I made. I have not calculated the cost as yet, but it was almost the same amount of ingredients. And that one came to $103.59. Did I say what it was? Did I just say what the name of it was? So last night, I made a batch of the male reproductive formula. And as I was going through that, I realized, holy crap, I want some of this. The amount of healing and energy, it's like a whole energy tonic. Really, really good for circulation, for so many things. So I decided to try it, and it was really good. And I'm like, I want those herbs. I'm making HealAll tea tomorrow in class, but give me some of this. I've had so much energy all day. So good. Okay, let's finish this up. Because I'm doing this with you guys, so, you know. So that you can actually see the process in real time. And why not? We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out, mixing up HealAll tea. So this is the mullein, or the slippery elm. Sorry, this is that fluffy, slippery elm bark. And that is like fluffy. You see that? Wow. I'm just thinking ahead to when I have to measure this out in tablespoons. Like that fluffiness is going to be like, I don't know, it'll work. Okay, but I've still got some more herbs to blend. This is where I am now. So let me get that in there. There goes some of that mullein leaf. Oh boy, that stuff, I'm not enjoying working with that, to be honest. I should have done that last. So little pro tip for you guys when you're doing this, blend the slippery elm bark. Do that last. Do that last. Because it's really fluffy, and I think I would have had a better chance of mixing this. Here's my lid. Had I done that stuff last. So let me just see. Holy moly. I feel like it's a witch's brew situation over here. Does feel pretty magical to make your own herbs, though. I'm not going to lie. It feels very empowering. Are you excited about doing this, you guys? What are these herbs again? Let me show you the recipe card. Wow, I was way off, right? Not bad. 103.59 for, not for the HealAll tea, for the other tea that I made for Dali. What are they used for? Leandro. Hey, Leandro. So glad that you're here. I did a whole class. I'm at the end of, I'm almost at the 2-hour mark, but I went through every single one of the herbs and I talked about what they're good for. But you want to know what the slippery elm bark is used for? I'll show you. Let me show you, honey. Slippery elm bark. Slippery. Where was it? There we go. Slippery elm. Yeah, it better be good for something because it's a pain in the butt. I'm kidding. You're so good. You're just, unique to deal with. So this is one of the slides. You read through that while I pour some more of these herbs in. Whew. Phew. So I'm just going to blend this up in the Vitamix. And you can use any blender. It's pretty easy to blend herbs. You don't necessarily need to have a high-powered, high-speed blender. It's nice if you do, right? But you don't have to. My water is boiling, so I'm just going to turn that off. Look at the smoke. But it smells delicious. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of food. Well, because herbs are food, duh. Think about it. What do we usually do to make cooked food taste good? Or meat? You put herbs on it. Right? You put spices, you put herbs. Herbs are our food. They're so powerful. They help the body to heal. Nothing heals like herbs do on a cellular level, except for your fruit protocol. So that's why we do this, to have maximum healing. I might go through this and snip them up with some scissors. I'm not going to lie. Because it did not really do a very good job in the blender. Where are my good scissors? So that's going to be a thing. Also, I want to just say that price of the tea that I made last night, very similar in price to this tea. I got 5 bags out of it. I worked it out, and it works out to a savings of 50%. I'll show you guys the math on that later in the group. I'm kind of excited to be on my last blend of the herbs. So let me do that with you now. them take less time to blend up because they're lighter. You know, they're finer in texture. Wow. Poof. I feel like I'm creating magic over here. Poof. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're all blended up. We're all dusty. Here's another one. Oh, that was slippery elm. There you go. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it up. Just gently, because it's very, you know, fine. Except for those bits of fluff from the mullein leaf. Guess you can just go pulling it apart like that, sprinkling it. You know, you just want to get it incorporated nicely so that every time you go in for a tablespoon, you're getting all of a little bit of everything in that ratio. And for those of you who are just tuning in, or if you skipped down to here, Kitty, do you want to go outside? That is the recipe. That is the ratio that we're using. So you just want to stir that up as best as you can. I am going to go in with a pair of scissors and just snip those bits up later on after class. Excuse me. But it would seem like most of the finely ground herbs are fairly well incorporated, I think. Let me just let Kitty out. She's asking to be let outside. Hold on. Kitty, do you want to go out? Come here. Oh, excuse me. I knew that was going to come. All right. So all that you do now, it's super easy. This could not be any easier, right? I mean, it's a little bit of work, but that's okay. That's okay. Would a coffee bean blender work on slippery elm? I don't think so. Is this the blender you use for your smoothies? Yes, it is, love. Mullein leaf, I meant, not slippery elm. Yeah, I don't think it was the mullein leaf. I think this was the slippery elm. Yeah, the fluffy stuff that looked like hamster bedding. So all you're going to do is get your pot of water boiling. I like to make a big pot of tea so that we can sip on it throughout the day. And this tea is made really easily. You just put, for every 2 cups of water, you would put 1 teaspoon of tea. And since I like to make a big batch, I'm going to put 1 heaping tablespoon, and I hope that this is big enough for it, because it does expand a little bit when it boils. But I'll do that. Did you guys see me do that? 1 heaping teaspoon of tea into a tea bag, or you can put it right into the water, and then when it's finished boiling for 7 minutes, then you can strain it. But I hate dealing with all of that grit and stuff to strain out of my tea. I really do. So I wanted to explore getting my little tea bags that I can fill myself so that I can just put this all in there and just have it in, store it in a jar, or just in a Ziploc bag actually would be great, because you can press out all of the air. And one thing that I got, excuse me, I got these a couple months ago. These are silica packets, which are food grade, and they help keep your stuff dry. It's called Dry and Dry. So the way I would store my tea bags I got them on Amazon. I'm checking them first to make sure that it's something that I can recommend. I want to see how they work. But when they do, I promise I will upload my my Amazon store. And I know I keep saying that, but I will do it. All right. So all that you do is you fill up 2 liters. This is what I did. I filled up 2.5 liters of distilled water, and I brought it to a boil. And I'm just going to do another one of these. And they come these unbleached disposable tea bags come in a packet of 50, I think. So again, I'm just going to go in. Let me show you. There we go. So I'm just going to go into my mixture. I'm just going to give it a little stir around. And I'm going to take like a heaping tablespoon of the tea, put it right into the bag. Just close it up just like that. So I started out with 2.5 cups, 2.5 liters of water because, a fair bit of that water is going to burn off as it boils. So all you do is you take one of these tea bags, and you just pop it into your boiling water. And then you say, hey, Siri, set a timer for 7 minutes. Because I always forget when my tea is ready. So you want to have, come on, Siri. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 7 minutes, please. There we go. So you always want to have a timer going because if you're anything like me, you're going to forget that your tea has been boiling. It's like 7 minutes already? I don't think so. Yeah, it goes by in a heartbeat. So I get these little silica packets. And what I'm going to do, especially now that it is so hot and so humid, I'm going to get a smaller Ziploc bag. And I'm going to put a bunch of these tea bags right in there. Right after I fill them up. And then I'm just going to add one of these silica dry cells. And then that will keep my tea dry and fresh and handy, really, really easy. I don't have to measure anything. I just can grab it and go. Great for when you're camping or when you're traveling. So really, really good to have your own tea. Make your own tea, guys. Don't be afraid of playing with your herbs. These herbs, as you can see, are our friends, right? This is beautiful food that we have been gifted on this planet with to heal our bodies. Do not be afraid of them. Do your research, play around with them, see how you like them, see how you feel. Oh, and I was going to reveal what the tea was that I made for Dali. Did I already do this? Somebody remind me, did I already do this? The tea that I made for Dali was the male reproductive tea. Yes, I did say it already. Because girls, listen, I know that we have the men in our lives that, like us, going through menopause. They're also going through things that are impacting all areas of their functioning, right? So we have guys that have prostate issues, that have urinary tract issues, that have all kinds of things, right? We want to be able to help them. So and Dali is fairly healthy. Like, he's been on this juicy detox protocol and lifestyle for the last year. And so he doesn't really have a strong need, and he's very, very vibrant and very, healthy, but wanted to try some of the properties in the male reproductive system. And as I was going through the tea ingredients and the benefits of each of the herbs, I was like, this isn't just a male reproductive formula. This is like an everybody vitality formula. So I was like, because when we hear something that has a certain title to it, we think, oh no, I can't have that. I'm not a male. No, this tea is amazing. And I'm telling you, usually am very energetic, but I'm feeling a little bit more than usual today. I'm just saying. So delicious. It's beautiful. It's good for you, and you can source it locally. So anytime it's sold out with Dr. Morse's site, it is just because there's so much of a high demand, and sometimes sourcing these herbs and having his facilities that do the packaging for them, there's a lot of moving parts to it. So feel confident in making your own herbs. There's nothing to be afraid of. Use them, listen to your body. When you're in the herb store as well, like, how does it feel when you pick it up? Like, you have a resonance with all of these things. They're here to help us. They're here to heal us. So don't be afraid of them. This made a huge batch. I would probably get what is equivalent to 5 or 4.5 bags of tea, because it's all by weight. And I've calculated that Canadian, so it cost me $103.59 Canadian. That included everything, which works out to, including shipping, it works out to $23 Canadian per bag of tea. If you were to order this from Dr. Morse at $27, I think it is, $27 plus $40 shipping. Yeah. Order anything, automatically $40 shipping. Plus customs, you're going to be spending somewhere upwards of, quick, somebody do some math. Is there a calculator on my iPad? Because, that's a thing. Yeah, there's a calculator right there. Okay, so we got $23. We would have $40 of shipping. That's $63 just to get a bag of Dr. Morse tea from his place to mine. Now, of course, you would be smart and you would bundle ship something, right? But let's say you just wanted a bag of tea. That's $63 US. $63. Plus customs. Customs might be another $25. Let's say it's $20 just to be conservative. That's $83. $83 Canadian is $120 US, depending, especially when you go through PayPal because they take their cut. That's $100 for a bag of tea, a HealAll tea. I can't do it. That's why I have not jumped on board with doing the herbs. But I'm not going to let that stop me anymore. And what I'm going to do is make my own tea. And we love drinking tea here. We wake up and it's like either juice, but preferably tea. And when you eliminate coffee out of your protocol, it's nice to have something that's warm and a little bit sweetened. I sweeten mine with a little bit of raw agave. It's perfect, right? So we don't have to, and anything can be made into a tea, even if it's not offered as a tea in his store. If you see any of the formulas, like the male reproductive formula, I'm going to have a different name for this blend that I made, because it's not just it's not just a male reproductive formula. Look at the, I will do that, those slides up so that you can see all of the benefits. Because I know if you guys want to help your husbands that might be going through some prostate issues or some urinary tract issues or erectile dysfunction issues, this tea that we made last night, it's supposed to be really good for all of that, but so much more. So I'll make sure to get those slides up for you guys. Okay. But my timer went off. Let's see how my tea is doing. Oh, Bernsey is excited. My tea is rolling at a full boil. And I don't have anything to strain out, baby. This is so cool. So I'm going to show you. My counter is dusty. There is literally, it's like a construction zone in here. I'm going to have to do a major cleanup of this kitchen. But what I want to do is I want to bring this over. Get a little protective. So anybody who's ever made HealAll tea or any herbal tea, you'll know that it could be a real mess to strain it out, especially when you're not blending your tea as much. But even still, like when you blend it up, it turns to what's the stuff that's left behind after you strain it out. It's like a pain in the butt. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's one of the things that makes another job for me in the kitchen. And anything that makes extra work for me in the kitchen is no bueno. I don't want that. I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for you. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So here we have our HealAll tea. Boiled for 7 minutes. Let me find something to get this out. Here we have our tea bag. Come here, honey. Here we have our tea bag, our bouquet garnier. Is that what it's called? But everything is in there. Now, somebody was, this is just coming back to me now. Somebody in the group was saying, why is my tea jelly-like? And we were all like, what? Why your tea is jelly-like? I don't know. That's weird. Really? Are you sure? Well, I can feel that this inside of this tea bag is quite squishy and goopy because of that slippery elm bark. I could see it in there. So this is a great idea. Get these little tea bags. I will definitely put these in my Amazon store for you. Get these tea bags. I don't even want to make reusable ones because I don't want to be dealing with that. I don't know. I'm just too busy. I don't want to have to wash out and deal with. No, I'm sorry. I work really hard to leave a very low footprint on this earth, and I'm going to have the luxury of having my disposable filters. That is much less than what I used to use for coffee, that's for sure. But look at that. So that is amazing. And what is left behind here is a beautiful clear tea. Where is my my cup thingy? Okay. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to go ahead. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pour this into this mason jar so that you guys can see how beautifully clear this is. My God, why didn't I think about this sooner? Okay, let me move this microphone out of the way. Nothing to strain, no bits and pieces, no slippery elm bark floating around, making our tea all grody and ugh. Just beautiful, clear tea. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Let me use one of my lights here. Look at that. Beautiful, no sediment. We're talking about tea here, right? Beautiful, clear tea. Guys, this is the way. The tea bags is the way to go. I am done fighting up with washing out this stuff. No. Mama is too busy keeping her family all healthy and vibrant. Look at this. I wonder, could I get this up here? Hold on. Let me not bun myself. Like, this is beautiful. I don't even know if you guys, I don't think you can see it and appreciate it, but you get it, right? There's nothing left in the bottom of that pot except, but I'll show you, a very tiny, I'm going to have to let it sit for a bit. You know what I'll do? I will pour it out in a second, but let me show you. This is so cool. That's it. I don't know about you guys, but that kind of makes me excited. Jeez. Like every time we made tea, and sometimes we'll make tea twice a day because it's me and Dali and sometimes Kaya drinking it. And to have to wash out all that gunk, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but my kitchen in this cottage is not, I don't have the same luxury of space, you know? That makes a big difference when you're washing dishes, right? Wow. Let me show you how much is, look at that. Almost nothing. I don't know, simple things like that make me excited, you know? I can't wait to show Dali. It's such a negligible amount that you don't even need to strain that. Beautiful. Beautiful, Burns. Now, where did I put the tea bag? Oh, right here. So again, this is the tea bag. All of the cleanup is already done. You don't have to do anything. And it's biodegradable, unbleached, paper filters. Oh, sorry, I'll pull my microphone back down here. But super delicious. Now I want to show you what I do to sweeten my tea. Where is my agave syrup? Okay, this is not. There we go. Let's see here. Can somebody put it in the fridge? So I don't know where my agave syrup went. Maybe it's in the pantry. Hold on. Yep. Okay, so what I usually do is very, very simple. Do you refrigerate it after cooling? Yeah, you certainly can. But I usually just leave it out on the counter. And then whenever we stroll by, or, you know, I don't want it cold unless you want to have your tea cold. We have been having, a heat wave here in Ontario, Canada, and throughout a lot of Canada. So you certainly can put it in the fridge and serve it as iced tea. But all I'm going to do here is I'm going to just add some agave. This is raw agave. Don't be afraid of things like agave. They're totally fine. I'm putting 4 tablespoons of agave into each one. This one is a little bit overfilled, and I won't be able to get my spoon in there to stir it around. But this is HealAll tea. I can't wait to taste it with you guys in a second. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's class, and I hope that you make this tea. And in fact, I am going to start a 30-day HealAll tea experience with you guys. If you're interested, tomorrow's the 1st of July. And since I got all this HealAll tea, why don't we encourage each other to go ahead, get your herbs, make your herbs up. If you already have your HealAll tea, jump on in. And my tea from earlier, jump on in and join us. All you got to do is, really work on reducing the food that you're consuming that is not alkaline forming, all of the acid forming food, and replace it with as much fruit, vegetables as you can get in, and sip on your HealAll tea and just see how that might change your healing. Just see how that might change your healing. And we're going to do it together as a community. So why not, right? Ooh, that's hot. Why not? So I'm dying to take a sip. Sheila says, I hear you on the small footprint. Let me pull your comment up. How you doing, babe? How's your hubby doing? I've been thinking about you guys. Sheila says, I hear you on the small footprint. We do our best as well. The birds love to eat herbs after I'm done with them. Hopefully it benefits them too. That's a great idea. I should save that tea bag and put it outside, open it up, and see if they come by to eat it. Great idea. Thank you. Oh, I like that. Guys, that is really, really yummy. I can taste the chaparral herb, but it's not overpowering. I'm really happy about that. Yes. Good, Joyce. I'm so glad. And I do apologize. I saw your comments while I was getting ready. And then I just thought, you know what? Burns, just enjoy the process of getting ready. Don't be rushing. Just enjoy. You're at the cottage. It's summertime. Everybody is going to learn and get out of the class what they're going to get out of it when I'm ready, when everything is done. And I was working all day on the slides. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. This has been so much fun. I will get what I can find and afford. Yes. So that's the benefit, right? Now that we've gone through all of the components of the tea, pick and choose the ones that resonate the most with you based on what you know you're working on in your body, right? Like, for example, next time, I might not put in the slippery elm bark, but then again, maybe I would. I don't know. So you can decide on the different ones that are within your budget. You can just do 3 or 4. This is what Dr. Morse says. Play with about 10 different herbs over the course of a period of time. Maybe this month you do 2 or 3 of the herbs. Maybe next month you do, and you will have leftovers next month from your bags when you see, like, I've got lots left over. So maybe next time I don't have to buy this. I just need to buy, one of the top ones that was in the 5 ratio. So that way I understand people are on a budget, I got you, babe. I got you. Play with a couple at a time until you get really practiced at it. You start understanding how your body feels with it, right? So you're going to do just fine. Yeah. Can the herbs store in something if it takes a while for me to get them all? Yes. So you can store them just, I think dried herbs have a fairly long shelf life. So I'm pretty sure that it is fine for you to store it. You can get some of these. I'll put these in the store as well. You can get some of these silica packets so that your herbs stay nice and dry. After I make up the big batch of these guys, ooh, that jar is hot. Careful, Burns. You burnt yourself. So I'm going to order more of these on Amazon as well. And I'll put the link for these as well, because it obviously works perfectly for this amount for 1 heaping tablespoon. It expanded really well in the package. It didn't I was wondering if it might burst it open, or I don't know. So I will put that in there as well for you. So you can put all of your, make a bunch of tea, put it in, baggies or a large Ziploc bag. You can put them in a dry um, um, a mason jar, and you can put one of the silicone pads in there so that it stays nice and fresh. But I'm so excited that you guys are excited about using your herbs, because we can really amplify our healing really, really beautifully, really easily, and fairly economically. All right. So, yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, awesome. Paula says, thank you, Burns, going shopping for herbs. Yes, yes, girl. I enjoy class very much. Thank you for sharing your time with us. You're so welcome. I'm so glad to be here to do this with you guys. I want you guys to realize something. Me learning as much as I can and sharing with you guys and going through this process with you helps keep me on track too, right? It helps keep me focused. It helps keep me excited and learning and reminding myself all the time, because sometimes it can be really easy to go to sleep in the program, in the busyness of our day, in the stresses, in the highs as well as the lows. So doing class, I said to Dali, you know what? I'm back teaching class full time again, because I really miss it and I really value it and I really appreciate it. And I want to be here for you guys as much as possible to help lead the way, because it helps me with my lifestyle as well. It helps. It really does. Yes, ma'am. No worries. Awesome, Joyce. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for being so patient with me. Hi, Carol. Carol is here. How are you doing, babe? How are you? I've missed you because I've been, on hiatus. Thank you so much, Paula. I love you too. I love Slippery Elm, says Sonia. It helped me get off my meds. Here's to you, babe. Are you in our Facebook group, Sonia? Or is it Sonia? Sonia, if you're in our Facebook group, can you please share a post about your success and what you're doing? In fact, anybody here, I think it's time for a little, I was going to say Burns is back. I never left, right? But I think it's time for a little, let's reintroduce ourselves in the group. Would you guys like to do that with me? I think it'll really help other people, a lot of people. If you are in our Real Juicy Detox group, would you mind posting something that herbs have helped you with and what your journey with them has been? I know a lot of you who've been here, you old timers, the OG, the original Juicy Gangstas. I know that many of you have shared your story already. And you might think, oh, I've already shared it. Oh, she doesn't want to hear from me because I can't. I want to hear from you because we have a lot of new members. Do you know that we're up to, what is it again? Like over 750 members in our group. Now, I know that by a lot of standards, that is not a big group. And it's not. I kind of like it that way, to be honest with you. But I recognize that it is growing by leaps and bounds. And we're at 769 members. Last weekend, before I started really posting a lot of really helpful step-by-step systematic ways to make this a lifestyle, we were at 700 members. And now we've grown by 60 members in a matter of days. So there are people new to our group that are checking us out, that are looking around, that are wanting help, wanting inspiration to heal. And it could be overwhelming. Remember when you first came to the group, how it was like, wow, there's so much here. Like who's doing what? Like I want our group to continue to be a really cool place where we can get to know each other. Yeah. How do I get to the Facebook group? Great question. And thank you, Sheila. Sheila says, Sonia, just go to search for the Real Juicy Detox. I'll put the link in the description of this video because that's one thing I forgot. But it's a really cool place where we come together and we're, it's like our new family, right? really helpful, especially in light of the fact that a lot of people are starting their journey. You might be starting your journey brand new. You don't know anybody else doing this in your real life. Your family thinks you're crazy and are rolling their eyes and, whoa, another program. What are you on? What are you doing now? With that whole judgment and shame built in, like, what are you doing now because you failed at everything else, which is implied, but they don't quite say that, or sometimes they do. The Real Juicy Detox is a really cool place where we can feel like we're at home here. We start developing, relationships with people. We start recognizing when people pop up in class, right? And I start popping your comments up, right? Like that. Like we build ourselves up together. And when we do this together, we are solidifying our success a little bit more every day. When we really stay highlighted and focused on seeing what other people are doing in a healthy way, where you're in a group where if you post something, you're not going to get some, overzealous group leader, shutting you down, or a group leader who's not there ever at all. So come on over to the Real Juicy Detox group. I'm going to be having the slides from today's class uploaded in one of our photo albums. So make sure you come by. Let me know how the birds come by. Okay, he's doing okay. Thanks for asking. Good, honey. But he's only taking the Band-Aid approach of Flomax and not changing anything else. All I can do is keep sharing videos. Yeah, well, make the male reproductive tea for him and help get some of that blood flow going. The HealAll tea that we made today, is he open to drinking any tea? Because it's really delicious. And, start perfecting some of the recipes, Sheila, so that you have other options of healthier food to have, right? It's a long process, and most people don't realize how badly addicted to food that they are and the chemicals in food. So, yeah. So we got you on this. We're here to support you as well as you go through this, watching your beloved go through some stuff that's kind of painful, Oh my God, Sheila, proofreading is a lost art. What happened there? I missed something. This is one of my favorite classes. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. So that's how you get to the Facebook group. Again, I'll put the link in the description of this video. I use rice to absorb moisture. Glad to compare notes. Love my herbal teas. So glad to see you online again. Such a big support. Awesome, Carrie Ann. So glad that you are here. So glad that you are here. So glad that I am back here as well. Okay, let's see. So yes, we're there. 769 at the moment. 769. That is amazing. 769 group members at the moment. So cool. And then Sheila said, "You're so welcome." How often are you on Facebook? I like to post several times a day on Facebook. And that is where we have our community building. I'm always on Facebook, though. I check in regularly with you guys because I like to be present for you and with you as you're on your healing journey. So I'm often on Facebook. How often do I go live? I used to go live up to 3 times a day, every single day, including Saturday and Sunday and holidays. I don't do that anymore, and I don't want to commit to how long and how often I will be going live, but suffice it to say that this is the kind of thing that I want to incorporate back into our community support system. It's just been a little bit busy right now because I was in the process of moving and, retirement life with Dali. Yeah, it's been a blast. It's been amazing. But I'm ready to come back and things are settled and running here pretty smoothly, and I have my whole studio set up. And how cute is this kitchen? Can we just give it up for the cottage kitchen for just a second before we leave? You definitely help keep me focused. Can't thank you enough. You're so welcome, babe. I'm so happy. So happy. Can we just give it up for this cute country kitchen? Super cute. I'm so glad that we are here. We're really enjoying it. And this home is really, really special to us. So we're really happy to be here. And I will be doing more live videos for you from here, from the front room, from the other areas. And in the meantime, let's start a HealAll tea, 30 days of HealAll tea. And I'll come as many times as possible during the 30 days to keep us focused, to talk about, whatever questions that you guys might have, and to, to keep us on the Real Juicy Detox journey together. Yes, indeed. I am still live. I started late, though. I've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I'm just signing off now. I started a lot later than than I originally had planned, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, guys, I'm going to head off. I've got a lot of sweeping and cleaning to do in this kitchen, and super excited about the HealAll tea. Let's jump on. Let's jump in. And as I sign off, let me know in the comments if you are in for a 30-day HealAll tea opportunity to heal your bodies. Let me know in the comments. Just type in, I'm in for 30 days of HealAll tea. Oh, I'm in hashtag 30 days HealAll tea. How about that? You do it. You do what you let me know in the comments, if whether you're watching live or on the replay, how you want to express that. I'm in for 30 days of HealAll tea. Oh my gosh. And this vitality tea, that's what I'm going to call it. This is a vitality mix blend. So I'll get the recipe formatted and put that up there for you guys as well. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with any of these herbs, baby. It's going to wrap you in beautiful healing power and vibration and energy. It's going to be soothing and helpful and healing for your body. Anise, I think you also asked, can you give this to kids? Absolutely, yes, you can. Just make it a little bit more diluted for them. But yes, absolutely, they can. Kids are needing more healing now more than ever before. More than ever before. So definitely safe to give herbs to your kids. Absolutely. They have the same physical structure, just smaller, and different parts developmentally develop different, but herbs are here to support us from the time we come out of the womb till the time we head back over to the maker. So yeah, yes indeed. Yes. Niece says, love today's class. Thanks so much, babe. Love to hashtag HealAll tea. Yes, indeed. I'm so in 30 days HealAll tea. That's the hashtag right there. I like that one. So use that hashtag if you're in with us for 30 days. There's no pressure. There's no, just come on board, man. It's just drinking tea for 30 days. You can do that. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. You'll feel so much better. You'll get so much of the healing powers in the herbs that we talked about during this class. It'll be so good. Niece is in. I'm in hashtag 30 days of HealAll tea. Yes, girl. Paula is in. We'll get the ingredients, says Paula. Awesome. You can get these sourced. I'll update the description of this video and put the website for Herbie's Herbs, because I asked them yesterday and they do sell worldwide. So you can get it shipped worldwide, but you can get this from any local source. Wait, Carrie Ann says, I'm in, maybe some Essiac too, if that's okay. Yeah. Are more herbs okay? Yes, I have Essiac. Yes, indeed. Let me show you. I have Essiac as well. I use that as well. And this has Burdock. So it starts off right on the same track as we are. It has sheep sorrel. It has slippery elm. So it's almost like an Essiac-esque tea. It has Indian rhubarb. And it tastes horrible. It's like so alcohol strong, but it's a really powerful tincture. And you can see that we've got some of these powerful herbs right in here. And what you can also do is you can get you can make your own Essiac tea. You don't have to get it pre-made. You can make your own. Same formula goes, same system. Burdock, you can have that as a ratio of 5. Sheep sorrel, you can make that a ratio of 4. Slippery elm, you can make that a ratio of 3. Indian rhubarb, you can make that a ratio of 2. And then, I don't know, throw in some chaparral just for good measure, or whatever you're called to throw in. And you got yourself a really simple, powerful, proven way to heal your body from tumors. So this is really, really powerful. So yeah, absolutely. You can mix and match your herbs, play with your herbs, have fun with your herbs. Don't be afraid of your herbs. Just like how we play with our fruit and we're not afraid of our fruit, and we experiment with our fruit and we enjoy our fruit, right? This is the way, this is the path of healing. Absolutely. Carrie Ann says, I'm in. Yes. And some Essiac. Yes. Sonia, hashtag 30-day HealAll tea. Beautiful, babe. We'll watch the replay. Awesome. Candy. My candy girl is here. Yes. Watch the replay. Thank you. He's not so much of a tea drinker, but Morse has a prostate formula I'll order for him. You need to, excuse me, you need to just check on the slide that I uploaded in the Facebook group. If your PSAs are under 1, there's some stipulation on when to use and when not to use the prostate formula, but I think you're aware of that, right? I was going to ask that too, LOL. I'm going to give my kids some. Definitely give it to your kids. Hey, blend this, use this as a base in their smoothies. Does he like smoothies, Sheila? Because your husband sounds like he's a big kid. I love that. Use the HealAll tea as the liquid base for your smoothies. You can hide it. Doesn't taste bad either, but you can definitely use it with your fruit as well. I'm in, says Sheila. Awesome. And Sheila says, hey, the Grayson way. Is that liquid? Yes, this is liquid Essiac. Yeah. All right. Okay. So if you're watching on the replay and you want to jump in on with us with the 30 days of HealAll tea, and it doesn't have to be this recipe either, but I will as well pop on the recipe card in case you guys are forgetting or you didn't get a chance to screenshot it. This is what we made today. You can make any tea in the same exact way. All you would do is, instead of the ingredients on the right, which are the ingredients listed in order of occurrence on the ingredients list on the HealAll tea, you can get any one of Dr. Morse's formulas and just plug in the names of the herbs going down, and every so often, put a little break so that you have 3 or 4 or 2 or 3. Listen to the herbs, listen to your intuition. You can't go wrong. 2 or 3 in the 5-to-5 ratio category, couple in the 4, couple in the 3, couple in the 2 or 3 in the 2, and a couple in the 1, that kind of idea. And yeah, this is how you do it. This is how we do it. This is how we get healthy. This is how we encourage our bodies. This is how we support our bodies gently, without anything harsh and stripping in the body. This is how we gently heal ourselves back to health and vitality. So I'm so glad that you guys were here. I'm so glad that I'm back teaching with you guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Follow me on my stories as well, because I'm always posting lots of the adventures behind the scenes. And Yeah, share this out as well. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Why aren't you subscribed to me as yet? Are you watching this? Did you watch the whole thing? Are you not subscribed yet? It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I get it. Sometimes I'm watching people on YouTube and I'm like, oh, they say, hit the subscribe button. And I'm like, no, I'm subscribed. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm not subscribed to you. How is that possible? I watch you all the time. So subscribe, hit the like button, share this out. If this is something that you feel will help somebody in your life, or if somebody's asking you, how are you looking so young and vibrant? How are you so energetic? How are you living the life of your dreams? How are you not bogged down by illness? I thought you were, last time I checked, you were like bedridden. What is going on, right? Seriously, share this out with people. The more people that we can help with this information, the more people are out of their suffering. And that to me is everything. And this is just one component of what we do here at the Real Juicy Detox. This is just one component. We deal with our herbs. We talk about our foods that we eat. We talk about how what our symptoms in our body reflect about where we need the healing power of herbs and the detoxification effect of our fruits, right? We talk about lifestyle, how to make this a lifestyle. How do you go to the zoo and not eat all that stuff there? Why am I so triggered in the grocery store? What? I have a food addiction to all this chemical stuff that I don't even know what. There's so many components to healing, and it's okay. We take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and we just pull together an amazing life by doing that. And by the way, I'm excited about my website that's going to be coming for you real soon. Burns says, Carrie Ann, quick tip for tinctures, as they are alcohol based. If you put them in boiling tea, for example, it will evaporate most of it off. Yes, indeed. You can even just put it in hot tea. It doesn't even have to be boiling. But yes, that is a great tip. Thank you. And Sheila says, thanks for the reminder about the PSAs. He's getting testing in 3 weeks. Great idea about the smoothies. Start him on the HealAll tea. Wait to see what his PSAs are, and then you know which direction to go, whether it is the hotter herbs in the prostate formula or whether it is the male reproductive system that he wants. But both will really be very, very powerful for him. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.